fall behind, it can be incredibly difficult to actually deal with Kindred, with Karma, these champions that are going to be able to kind of absorb the initial engage.
It's probably somewhere in that area. The first mark is spawned on that bot side scuttle as well, which is so important for Kindred.
Yeah, it definitely is. You're always going to be going for level 4, but...
Flash in here from the bottom lane from Isurus Gaming. Rogue will land the flay, but he's so low. First blood goes over to the Bombers, but one in return for Isurus.
Yeah, Audi so far he does just kind of have the laning trifecta, and Balkan spotted here.
3v3 bot has been started. Ignite's going down as well. Concussive blows lands onto Rogue. FBI forcing them back. Balkan checking in the front. The arrow doesn't quite connect. Saya on his way down. FBI, one more order will get him stunned up. He's locked down for the moment, but the EQ combo comes out from Balkan. Bombers get the first. The Q comes in from Saya. He gets one. That's another. They almost get Rogue underneath the tower. Saya's just tanking it up. Has to back out. Really good scaling on the side of Isurus. So they're going to try and make this place. They're going to try and force this. Balkan goes in underneath the tower. Flash away from Angelus. Caught up in the Cataclysm. The shutdown comes out, and now it's only slow underneath the tower. He flashes away. FBI low. Lantern
get the kill. Audi now going to be looking to get something back on the top side of the map, and Slow may have stayed around too long.
Put in the box, he's not in tower range either, trying to get away, jumps on towards Rogue, but FBI is putting the spears in the back of the Braum, and he will lock him out. Another kill goes across towards the Callista, 3-1-1.
Where he is, Audi was spotted, and they're going to look for Kindred.
EQ, Audi flashes away, the Onslaught Shadow comes across, but he doesn't hit the fear, and that means Mimic will have to retreat. Silas on his way up, the Ryoma coming in, there's the teleport as well from Isurus to jump in with the Cataclysm straight into the Lamb's Respite. Grand Challenge came out as well, it's Sabani in the top lane, as Bombers are trying to get these kills, but all of Isurus surviving. Audi the first to fall, and now Bombers need to get out. Mimic down to about 200 HP, Bugax will get him. Balkan and Ryoma running for the wins as Saya continues to land chain after chain. It's a double. Ryoma jumps.
Saya and Audi, though, are on Ryoma, and
but the thing is, Ryoma's just distraction. He's just a little bit.
Balkan try to drop this, pretty soon here. It is going to expire, but Ryoma's down to the bot side looking for Slow.
Slow down to half HP. FBI on the chase. There's the first, the killing spree for the Callista. Audi on last combo can just jump across the wall. Ryoma unable to survive. FBI now caught between 4 members of Isurus. Gets the double, takes one out in a 1v4. And Bombers will have to settle for a 2-for-2.
Really well played by FBI to get that.
Saya leaving the lane actually means they'll probably at least get a charge out of it. Onslaught Shadows used by Mimic to try and get away. Saya still on the chase, but even with the Inspire, I'm not sure he can catch up to a Hecarim. It's a very fast pony. The chains come down. Saya once again shields himself up. The Spirit of Dread not enough to keep Mimic alive, and Saya will take the kill. Fiora, but still gets the kill, even using the ward across the wall just to catch him out. Saya's going to take a tower in the top lane. It's a 2,000 gold lead for Isurus. Cloud Drake to Cloud Drake. And now we see what Bombers do when the map opens up a little bit more. We talked about it in Pick and Ban. They want to look for picks. They want to look for fights like this as they catch out Slow. Nowhere to go. The Braum is down. And now
very hard to force. They're feeling the pressure here. They don't have anyone answering Fiora on the bottom side. They didn't earlier have anyone answering the
0-2. You've got a 2-1-3 Varus in the form of War Angelus, and you can just make catches like this. FBI goes down, now Rogue having to try and run as Isurus push into the jungle of the Bombers, and Bombers just can't react. It's a double for War Angelus, and Isurus at Gaming are finding the picks that Bombers are looking for.
Yeah, they are completely taking over, and the tough part about it is if you can't answer Fiora at 18 minutes in a side lane at all, you've already lost the game.
You're never going to be able to answer.
Yeah, so I mean, that is the tough part about it, and it does feel like they're really trying to force. They're feeling the pressure here, and Bombers are getting just thrashed by Isurus right now, who is a 5K.
Forces him away, and War Angelus and the rest of Isurus have just rotated up towards this top side. Here's the teleport coming in from the Hecarim. Bugax is still just on cooldown. Bomber's going to take the fight. There's the teleport counter from the Fiora, but Isurus Gaming, Audi caught out from the rest of his team. The Lamb's Respite has to be used. Falcon puts the Cataclysm on the back line, but War Angelus already got one. It's a 1-for-1 trade as both the junglers go down. The hook just about lands onto Bugax, and maybe Bombers have found the fight, but Bugax is able to jump away with that Q, and the rest of Isurus just continuing to kite back. The hook doesn't quite connect. Mimic force low. The piercing arrow comes out as well, but won't quite get the damage in.
You certainly favor Isurus.
At the start of the game, we talked about how much pressure these two teams must be under. Have to remember, Isurus Gaming ran all the way. Azale, 6,000 HP left on the Baron, all 5 members of Bombers in the pit. Bugax down towards the bottom lane, taking him to it, but Audi can just jump across the wall, has the flash, has the smite, has the opportunity to make a steal for his team, but he's forced away by Mimic. Baron will fall, that's over to the Bombers, and here come the kills as well. Ryoma jumps across the wall, takes out Audi.
Multiple members, they get the kills right beside the Baron. Bugax is on the bottom side of the map without TPs.
Gold. They're going to take down this tier 2 in the bottom lane. Equalizes the gold pretty much. 500 between the two teams at the 25-minute mark. And it's been an incredibly bloody affair. 23 kills in 25 minutes, but the action isn't stopping here, is it?
My kind of game. They're taking down Another turret here as well in the mid lane, as you said, you know, extending defensively and hold on, because Bugax is going to be at this inhibitor tower here very soon, and we'll see what the Bombers' answer is. He can go forward.
But a 2v1 is what Bombers are trying to do as Falcon comes in. Unstoppable Onslaught used. There's the teleport though. Bugax down to half HP, parries away. The rest of Bombers on their way. The base call comes in, and Bugax will fall. The hook lands, and that's another kill for Bombers. 2 in the side lane. And it's not here to react at all. They backed off, They mistimed it. The tower will fall. The inhibitor, you have to think, is short to follow.
I mean, it's a 5v3, right? Can you even step forward and take that fight? If you lose that fight in your base, the game ends. They lost both of their solo laners there, as well as the TP off of Seiya. So another game against Isris. They want to keep their hopes alive in this group.
Bugax takes down the inhibitor tower down towards that.
Despite the mistakes that they have made in the last couple of minutes, is very, very strong. And Balkan, I think he's not looking at his screen there.
Teleport coming in behind them. He's still got the GA. The Lantern goes down as well. There's the GA pop. FBI trying to come back from the bottom of this fight. Unstoppable Onslaught knocks them back. Oddie flashes away. And here go Isuris. GA pop. FBI pops Rogue in with the base call. War Angelus caught, but he's in the base call now, as are the rest of the Bombers. The hook lands onto War Angelus. Great stuff there from Rogue, and the fight erupts. FBI just ripping through Isuris. It doesn't matter what Bugax does on the side lane when the rest of your team are dead.
They're going to try to go straight up to top lane. They're going to look to actually end the game here, perhaps 30 minutes in. Minions are already on that inhibitor tower. We'll see if they can actually get up there in time to do it. They're TPing in. They're committing to this play. You can see Bugax going to go back to base and desperately try to defend. But if you can't cut the minion wave, this is going to be it. And the Bombers may have pulled off the miracle team fight.
Incredible comeback here from Bombers. Just the Nexus towers between them and their first international victory. Bugax jumps in. The Lamb's Respite's a little bit too late, but Bombers are in a 4v1 situation. They get the kills, they sweep it away, and Bombers will solidify their first win at MSI.
What a game from the Bombers. Back